Hey everybody, welcome to step 2 of my soap making process. In the first one, you saw me put the oils in the crock pot. Everything looks really good now. It's just about dissolved. There's a little bit of shea butter right here. I'm going to smash it. Come here. I like to smash it into little bits. It dissolves a little bit quicker that way. Come on. I know it's probably really exciting watching me do this, but I like everything to be completely dissolved before I start this process, and I may need both my hands for this too, so I don't know how well this is going to go down on a video, because I have nowhere to like set my camera up. I need to get some kind of like tripod or something to do this. Anyways, it's about ready. So what I usually like to do is I use this temp gun, check the temperatures. Come on. And oils are a little bit hot, but there's about a 20-degree difference, but that's fine. And then so the next step that I do is I take my stick blender and I stick it in the crock pot. And then I take my lye water, which is in here, and you just want to slowly pour it down the shaft of the stick blender. Okay. And then comes the magic part. So I've got like what they call a light trace, which is kind of, I think it's kind of like a runny cake batter, I guess you would call it. Anyways, so at this point I would let it cook for a little bit. So I'm going to pull this sucker out. And then the next step I'm going to show you, I'm going to let that cook. I like to set a timer. Usually I do 10 minutes. On most videos they do 15, but I've noticed that my crock pot gets really hot. And so my stuff likes to overcook if I leave it for too long. So the next part I'm going to show you is how to mix up the color. In this bowl, I just put a little bit of sweet almond oil, but you can use any kind of oil to do it. And then I'm going to open this up. This is Bright Violet, and I got this from Just Pigments. Just Pigments makes all kinds of different colorants that you can use. Usually for soap, I've just had the best luck with this powder stuff. And, you know, as long as it's just safe for, like, soap and cosmetics, you can use it. But it comes in all different colors. You can even get sparkles. And I just kind of eyeball it. Like, that's probably good. As you can see, the soap kind of has its own color. So, you can't really go by that because it does lighten up. When it cures. So you just mix this up really good. And just make sure you get all the powder in until it looks like it's well mixed. And you can use the powder straight too. I've done that before when I first started soap making because I didn't know what I was doing. And it worked just fine, actually. But then I learned this way, and it just seems like it's easier to do the ombre effect because with each layer you have to put varying amounts. So what I usually do is I'll do a layer and then I'll half the amount of purple that I put in the next layer, and then I'll half it again for the final layer because we're going to do 3 layers in this bar. That is pretty much it for now. I'm going to let this cook, and I'm going to stir it every 10 minutes until it's ready. And once it's ready, we'll do part 3. And part 3, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spoon it out about a third of the mixture at a time and mix my color in. And then we're going to layer it into a loaf pan. And that'll be pretty much it.